of the first bracket. Chris Sabin, the number 5 seed in the red, against the returning Doug Williams in the black. He is the number 4 seed. The winner of this one will be taking on CM Punk in the second round.
What an incredible matchup we have here. Chris Sabin, what a roll he's been on here in ROH, coming in with already 2 victories in 2004 in his last 2 matches against a world-class athlete in Doug Williams. What a matchup this is, Chris.
Doug Williams finally making his return to ROH for the first time since death before dishonor. And you want to talk about pure wrestling, you want to talk about a great athletic competitor, that's Doug Williams. And Doug Williams is no stranger to ROH title tournaments, as it was Road to the Title where he made his name, became a main eventer in one night. That's a legendary show. And then of course he was at the match of the year, crowning the champion, the 4-way 1-hour match to determine the first ROH champion, and he was a big part of that one.
You want to talk about stamina and winning a tournament, such an incredible factor, an important factor. But Doug Williams, he can wrestle 3 matches in one night. Hell, we seen him wrestle 60 minutes in 100-degree heat for that ROH title 2 years ago.
As we have some back and forth action right now, both men trying to get the advantage. It's happening! Oh, very similar to how CM Punk defeated John Walters.
And look at Doug Williams, almost outclassing Chris Sabin early on here with the mat wrestling. As this pure wrestling tournament, this is competition at its purest, Chris.
Either man would make a proud champion. Doug Williams has come so close to ROH titles in the past. Chris Sabin has momentum in his favor now after defeating Jimmy Jacobs to earn a spot in this tournament at Battle Lines Are Drawn. And then, of course, the first ever 6-man mayhem. He won it at the last show in Baltimore. And what a crazy match that was. A new style of match here in ROH.
And look at him wrenching on the neck. Sabin, he's fighting for his life early on here.
Doug Williams has definitely targeted the neck in the early going of this one.
And I would think Doug Williams has an advantage here because Doug Williams has been here in Ring of Honor a lot. But as Chris Sabin, has he ever wrestled a person with this European background like Doug Williams? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I don't think that he has, as Doug Williams could definitely keep you off guard with that European style, and that's what he's doing right now as he's focusing his attack on the neck of Chris Sabin. And of course, if you weaken that neck, you are very susceptible to the chaos theory, that rolling German suplex that puts everyone down for a 3 count. One of the most devastating finishers here in ROH, and Doug Williams can put them all down with that.
And look at Chris Sabin, he just can't seem to get going in this match. Doug Williams reverses every move, every attempt Chris Sabin attempts to get out of a hold. Doug Williams just has a counter.
Well, Chris Sabin has proved that he is an aerial wrestler. He showed that in the 6-man mayhem. He showed that in the Jimmy Jacobs match, and he showed that in his Field of Honor matches. Chris Sabin needs to fly. He needs to hit his high-impact moves, and right now, Doug Williams is grounding him, focusing the attack on the neck, but not even letting Sabin get to his feet to where he can hit one of those moves, as there's a knee to the back of the head and to the neck.
Well placed and devastating right there. That'll take the life out of you. Working on the neck like that. And here comes Williams, scooping a slam, drives him hard. And Williams again with the neck to the throat to the jaw. My goodness, Chris. Goes for the cover, but no, not enough.
Doug Williams definitely had a sound strategy entering this match. He has been going for that neck since the very beginning, keeping Chris Sabin off his feet, and it has worked.
And this is bad for Chris Sabin early on. This is the first time that Chris Sabin has broken into the top 5 ranking system here in ROH. And with a loss here, he's sure to be knocked out.
No doubt about that. And you know Chris Sabin, this guy has superstar potential. If he can win the pure title tonight, he will have realized that potential. And there's a crossface by Williams. Sabin inching his way over to the ropes, and he's got it. Now, guys might have to change their strategy when they get into the finals because, of course, pure wrestling title matches have a different set of rules than these regular matches, including you're only allowed 3 rope breaks, and we saw examples of that on the last 2 shows.
And wow, what a nice knee lift there. Goes for the cover, but Sabin still with some fire. He gets out of it right there. But Doug Williams definitely with the advantage here in this matchup.
Chris Sabin has to mount some offense soon. He has to use his explosive arsenal if he has any chance of defeating Doug Williams. And he's got to do it before there's more damage to the neck. Because can you imagine if Chris Sabin's entering the second round against CM Punk with an injured neck?
He's not going to go too far. He's definitely got to change his strategy here. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. It's just Williams is going up to the top. And you know what he's going for. There it is. That high knee right right to the back of the neck of Chris Sabin. It connects. Home run for Williams. Cover.
Wow, but Sabin still kicks out. He has taken an unbelievable amount of punishment here. And Williams scaling to the top rope. Going for maybe a second knee drop here, Chris.
And finally, Sabin gets to his feet. Williams going for the high-impact move, and he gets caught.
That could be a critical mistake for Williams as Sabin has him hooked up top.
It could definitely be a turning point in this match. No, Sabin unable to connect again. Williams goes airborne. No, misses a senton.
And this could be Sabin's opportunity to get back in this match, Chris.
This is exactly what Chris Sabin might have been waiting for. He might have wanted Doug Williams to go for these high-impact moves, allowing Chris Sabin to use his quickness and get off the mat. Doug Williams probably would have been better off just keeping Sabin on the mat and working that hold, working the neck. Both men down, both men struggling to get to their feet. As here comes Chris Sabin, up and over the top rope. And he springboards in with a drop kick.
Beautifully executed there. Go for the cover. No, only a 2 count.
And you notice as soon as Chris Sabin gets airborne, he is connecting, he is scoring, and he has Doug Williams in trouble right now for the first time.
And Sabin, if he keeps this high flying up, it's going to keep Doug Williams off balance. But Williams has him, but no, Sabin with a nice hurricanrana.
Once again, Sabin on his feet using his explosive offense. He could be on his way to victory right here. And look at that, he cannot get the vertical suplex because of his neck.
That neck's got to be hurting him. He can't muster up the strength to pick up Williams, but he comes through with a neck breaker of his own. Wow.
Beautifully done by this future superstar. Cover.
And Sabin with a 2 count there, but he's still grasping that neck.
Sabin definitely in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of pain right now. He's going to be in rough shape if he makes it to the second round. And look at Williams going for that neck and going for the chaos theory. It's all no. Sabin holds on and saves himself. Connects with a knee of his own. Beautifully done. DDT cover.
What an excellent springboard DDT there by Chris Sabin. As he almost advanced to the second round here, it's moves like that he's got to use here in this match if he wants to be victorious.
And he's been looking great since he's gone airborne, as he's got him in a, sit down, Death Valley driver, cover!
Oh, I thought he had him, Chris.
He's pinned many men with that move before, including Jimmy Jacobs, if battle lines are drawn, but it's not enough to get Doug Williams. But look at Williams, he's in a lot of trouble. Chris Sabin might be one high-impact move away from advancing to the second round.
Williams is staggering, holding onto that rope.
No reversal, though. Up and over. Williams pushes Sabin off.
Oh, here it is.
Chaos theory on the back of the neck.
And that's it. Doug Williams is victorious.
Doug Williams versus CM Punk in the second round. And wow, competition at its purest once again.
Sabin, you are indeed a very, very difficult opponent. I underestimated you. In fact, I didn't even know I was on against you until I got here. And by jolly, you gave me a hell of a fight. But it doesn't matter to me, you see, because I've beaten Jay Briscoe. I've beaten American Dragon in the same night. I've wrestled for 60 minutes for the ROH title. So tonight, another 2 matches doesn't mean a damn thing. Pure wrestling is what I'm all about. This title, the Pure Wrestling title, was meant for me. I've had my chances at other titles in ROH, but this one has